welcome back, everyone. Now we have a fun-filled show for you. So far, you've seen so many fun things, and now I've got something more exciting happening here. We've got dancer Raoul in the studio with us, aka Curls. And let me ask you, why is your name Curls?
The hair,
it's because you're curly, lovely locks, right?
Yes.
And Raoul is going to talk to us about some of his dancing styles and tell us about himself. And then we're going to do something really fun afterwards, where you're going to try to teach me how to bust a move. Like this is going to be a lot of fun. So welcome, Raoul, to the studio.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so you've been dancing for about 10 years.
Yes.
Now tell me, how did you start this? Where did this start off, and what's your specialty?
Well, when I was a kid and I was growing up, I was with my brother and we were watching this movie, You Got Served. I don't know if you ever seen it.
Okay.
And I was back home, so I was in Africa, I was no shoes on, I was on my couch, I was like, what is that? I seen somebody spinning. So I was like, that's the coolest trick ever. So me and my brother would try and learn these moves.
You just start spinning.
Yeah. And then my mother ended up bringing me here to Canada.
Right.
And then that's when I got introduced to breaking.
Oh.
So a bit of the b-boy culture, I got trained by a few people, and that's kind of got me a little bit into the scene.
The b-boy culture, the b-boy thing is really big now. I know that, you know, I've got a 17-year-old son and he's always talking about it. There's a couple of very popular people. So who is it that you kind of look up to, or is your favorite?
Well, when I was starting up, b-boying was big, like b-boy junior and a couple of more local people.
Right.
I was watching, but now I'm a house dancer, so I'm totally different style compared to the b-boy culture.
Right. House dancer. Now what does that mean?
House dance is like it's like one of the newest styles of dance.
Okay.
And it started in in a warehouse. That's where the music stems from.
Really?
That's where they got the term house.
Oh.
So it's a footwork-based style. So its influences ranging from many styles like salsa, African, and it has a jack in it. So the jack is your main groove.
Okay.
And then you just mix footwork with it as well.
Oh my God, I like the way you talk. You've got this really cool accent happening.
Thank
so
you.
let's get back to this accent now. No, you told me that you're a very interesting mix.
Yes.
So tell me, what is your background?
Well, a mix with Indian, German, black, and white.
Oh, excellent. Look at that. That's a beautiful combination. And this accent, I think, is a mixture of all of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think a bit of Canada and Zimbabwe mixed together kind of made this happen.
Lovely, lovely. And you got this whole Michael Jackson thing happening.
Yes,
I'm excited to see you dance, but don't be like me. Go easy on me, because
I will try.
Yeah, my knees may give out on air. We don't want to see that happening. She's falling and she can't get up.
Oh man.
Okay. So now tell me, where do you work with a group? Let's talk about the group a little bit.
Yes, I work with my group Moonrunners.
Okay.
We're a dance crew, but we also a business as well.
Oh.
So separate-wise, we do different things. So I'm a choreographer. I teach many studios.
Do you?
The other guys are videographers. We got DJs. Like the whole entertainment business we can do for you guys.
Nice. So you obviously take bookings and stuff.
Yes.
And you do what kind of events do you usually do?
Corporate events, music videos, movies, TV shows, any kind of thing like that.
Nice.
Yes, but we're doing a lot of events, so we have a lot of parties happening and videos coming out every week. Clothing. Excellent. We also do fashion.
Look at this.
Anything.
It's like everything, anything and everything. Kind of like this show, right? We just get a little bit of everything. Got to keep variety is good. Variety is good.
I like it.
So 10 years you've been doing it. You don't look that, you look quite young. I don't know. When you started when you were 8, I guess, or something, 8 or 9 or something?
Well, in Africa, which is where I started, we used to dance for fun. So I kind of started there, but only when I got here is when I knew that it was serious. Like the style was actually, you could actually push a style, because when you're back home, they dance for fun and it's more of a culture.
Right.
And then when you come here, there's people that are actually making a living out of this culture.
Right.
Which is, I never knew of. So when I came here, I was like, oh wow, this is so different. It's so much bigger than what I grew up knowing. I didn't even know there was such a thing called popping, such a thing called, I only knew breaking, because that was the only thing around us.
I only know breaking because I grew up in the 80s. That's about all I know. So what is popping now?
Popping is another style. And some people call it pop locking, but that's a wrong term.
Okay.
So popping is another style, and all of these styles stem from a different place, and they have a different culture to them. So popping would consist of hitting, which was like when you flex your muscle, and you know how to hit.
Oh my God, look at this.
And then they'd hit vibrating.
Wow.
And it goes way back to breaking. Did you ever watch the movie Breaking?
Yeah. So that's right, yeah.
Way before that, even Michael Jackson used to look up to a lot of poppers, and he used to have popping in his moves. But
could you do that again? That was really do not get me doing this on air, because there's going to be things flying around that nobody wants to see flying around. Yeah. That's awesome. So where do you learn? Is it hard to keep up with the trends? Are you constantly practicing?
Well, the trends, in terms of trends, there's a lot of trends, and everything keeps changing. But in terms of street style trends, there's not too many. There's just a few specific styles, but it's more of a culture. So you got to be in the scene and around the people that created it, because they're still around and they're still educating youth like us. Yeah. So it's amazing.
Right. So looking back in time, like in the dance world, what are some of your like favorite past dancers? I mean, I know Michael Jackson is like unspoken.
That's
you
the
can't.
one.
That's the one, right? Just the one. Other than him, who do you kind of look up to?
Well, I know everybody. I used to watch a lot of Detour videos, and Detour is like another old DVD, and you see these guys, they're so creative, because way back then there was no specific style to one style.
Right.
People would just go to the parties and we're just dancing, so people would be mixing popping and something else.
Right.
And it was just that, like, the creativity was beyond, because they were taking influences from what they were seeing. Like animation in popping, it's like based off characters, so they would watch cartoons, and like if they watch a gorilla, they see how a gorilla moves, and the animation of a gorilla is crazy. So like
there's like a whole art and like a whole hit.
Oh,
like
it goes so far. It goes so far. Yeah.
So where is it? Like, I don't know, the kids are doing this these days, I guess, because back in my time, it was just the breakdancing, and you pulled out that cardboard and you put it in the street and you try to flip around and do so. I never attempted it, but you'd see the kids doing it. So where do, like, what do you see the kids doing nowadays? Is it kind of the same thing? Is it a little bit of a throwback to?
It's different now.
Okay.
It's way different, because a lot of the kids are going for what's trending, obviously.
Yeah.
What's more popular these days. So street styles, they're there for the people that are really into the culture of that style. But what's trending now is a new styles called like dabbing,
I've heard about this. I've heard about this dabbing, yes. Okay, what is that exactly?
Like dabbing is like when you dab like this.
Right.
That's called a dab, but it's like based off the music, because the music came out, and it's like back in the day. You ever heard of the Walk It Out or Chicken Noodle Soup?
Yes.
So like when the music used to tell you the dance to do, that's what happened now. But it's a different form of music.
Okay.
Yeah, so like the music has dab or whip or nay nay. And so people are like, oh, the song's telling me to do this, and then everybody's doing it. It's like, yeah, that's what's trending now.
It's going to be crazy to keep up with stuff, because something will come in, like, you know, and it's popular for like, you know, 3 months, and then you're going to move on to something new.
Yeah.
I think the Dougie was in last year. Like, that was a popular thing. So it's constantly changing, and yeah, so it's to keep it fresh, I guess.
And because they know it's so easy to start a trend.
Right.
Just basing it off a song. So you could make a song about anything.
Right.
And then once that becomes so popular, it's already a trend. And
Whip Nene is a good example of this.
Yes,
like, even if you watch the video, he's got like a couple of lines. He just keeps repeating the same thing, and it's just like, okay, that's what we're supposed to do.
You're like, this is all we have. And the funny thing is, they used to do this way back in the day. Like, in terms of hip-hop, when hip-hop had started, people were going to the clubs, and the music was telling them what to do, but it was more authentic because it was hip-hop music they were dancing to. But now it's like, it's all different kind of music. Yeah, so. So
you're a mixture, and you're a little familiar with the Bollywood, because that's all I know. Like, I know my Bollywood dancing. Like, I can do that, you know, dainty, run around the trees stuff.
Amazing.
But I've never in my life done hip-hop, so I don't even know what to tell you, what's going to be happening next. I guess just go easy on me. But we are going to be back with Raoul, and he's going to kind of try to teach me to do some cool moves and bring me up to tune with what's happening in this generation. So stay tuned, guys. Don't go anywhere. Gosh. And welcome back, everyone. You're watching City Sparks with me, Huma, and I'm back here with Raoul, aka Curls, in the studio with me. And we're standing, and I took off my heels because he's going to try to teach me how to be cool.
Get your stretch on.
Get your stretch on, okay. Get your stretch on. There you go.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm basically teaching house.
Okay.
And the first thing, we just got to have the bounce.
Teaching house.
Just in the head, just the bounce.
All right.
See on that bass. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
We're going to start with that, okay? Now we're going to bend the knees. Okay? Just stay bending. This is like an easy groove for you right here.
Yeah.
Okay? So just stay in the groove. And keep the head. Now keep the head. Yeah. You ought to stay on that count right there. But now we're going to actually go down. This is a groove called the jack. Okay? So you want to bend your knees. You're going to come back, front, straight. Bend, back, front, straight. Bend, back,